Did you know this is the earliest start to summer since George Washington was president of the United States? Yeah, it's true. It's actually the earliest start of astronomical summer since 1796. This article from NPR says the summer solstice, the exact moment when Earth's North Pole is most tilted toward the sun, happened at 4:51 p.m. Eastern Time, according to the National Weather Service. And where I'm located, 10:51 p.m. Central European Time. In some places, this marks the longest day of the year, but the exact number of hours does vary by location. And you may not have known this, but the start of summer, and the other seasons as well, the timing tends to vary, different dates and different times. But this year is a big deal because it hasn't been this early since 1796. The article continues and says, at that point in time, George Washington was president of the U.S., and Tennessee was just admitted to the Union. Now, because most of us use the Gregorian calendar, it's not a perfect way to represent days of the year. And every 4 years, we have a leap year, which confuses things even a bit more. And according to NPR, the way the math works, solstices and equinoxes drift about 45 minutes earlier every 4 years. By the 2060s, leap year solstices will be earlier than anything in the 1700s, says astrophysicist Ethan Siegel in The Big Think. Now, these earlier and earlier solstices continue until 2096, in which that year it'll occur at 2:32 a.m. Eastern Time on June 20th. And that will mean the states on the West Coast will actually have their summer solstice start at the end of June 19th. And that 2096 summer solstice will be the only one in the Pacific time zone of the US and the Americas that will happen on June 19th for several hundred years. So while we're at a pretty unique point in time right now, having this early of a summer solstice, it only gets earlier, and 2096, it will culminate as the earliest. Now, I don't mean that will happen every year, but during leap years, it's a thing.